Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. So I just wanted to talk briefly about, I know there are a lot of hurricanes. This is hurricane season. We've had some major disasters happen recently. And I really want to emphasize on how important it is to reach out to your lenders and bankers and whoever you're currently doing business with. First and foremost, my heart goes out to everyone in the south of the United States who experienced some type of effect from these hurricanes that recently just happened, whether it was Hurricane Helene and Hurricane Milton. My heart and my team, we really sympathize with you, empathize with you guys on this time because it is a very difficult time. But I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about, something that maybe some people are not speaking about. And, besides having to worry about, everything that is occurring, however you felt this disaster, if you were affected, is important to take something off of your shoulders and just give you some free resources that can help you when it comes to your bills or expenses that you're incurring and you're just trying to figure out, how am I going to pay for all of this stuff when I have so much to worry about at this moment. And obviously this is not the first. I have a saying with my team, when you're going through a storm, you cannot fix anything, right? Like, and that's just in life, right? It's a metaphor. Like, you just cannot fix the other things that are happening. So obviously you want to prioritize what is important and what are some things that can wait. I know some people will be affected by this, financially, with their credit, all of this stuff, and ways that we can stop it from affecting one part of your life, which is your credit or your finances. And whatever resources I can give, I am so happy to do that. So let's get into it. So one of the things a lot of people don't know is that when you have certain loans, like car loans, auto loans, any usually auto loans tend to have some type of hardship program. So I know Santander tends to have a program where they defer one of your payments. I've also seen that with some other banks like Accurate Financial. I think BMW Financial is another one. So I've seen this program quite often. So if you're in a situation where, you're like, I can't worry about this right now, definitely give them a call. Most of the time, these lenders are willing to work with you, not only because they know of the situation, but if you're experiencing any type of hardship and you need a payment deferred and it would really go a long way for you and your family, by all means, take advantage. Give them a call, let them know, see what type of hardships programs they have. And most of the time, they tend to allow you to put at least one payment behind the loan. I'm not sure if they're extending that with Hurricane Helene as well as Hurricane Milton, but definitely reach out to your loan providers and see what type of programs they have. Do not ignore them. Do not let them go late. Call them as soon as possible so that you have one less thing to worry about. They tend to be very responsive, especially because they know the situation and where you're located at. So, that is one of the biggest things I see with auto loans. It's not the first thing that people are thinking about. And it's definitely not something that you're concerned at that moment when you're being affected by these storms, but definitely reach out to them. They tend to have these programs in place. As well, this also goes for lenders. So if you have a bank that you're doing business with, they tend to overlook certain fees. So whether they are overdraft fees, if you have CDs and you want to do an early withdrawal so that you're not penalized, there are some banks that are waiving those early withdrawal penalties. Synovus is definitely one of them. Park National Bank has waived consumer and home loans late fees in North and South Carolina. True Point Bank is also having some programs as well as Wells Fargo's Truist Bank as well, and TD Bank. TD Bank is offering free refunds for eligible customers. So, guys, reach out to your banking institutions, whoever you're doing business with, see what programs they have. A lot of them are waiving fees, donating funds, giving back payments, putting payments behind the loans. So this is not only for like an auto loan or a lender, this is also for those that are looking at their retail banking history, right? Like, I cannot worry about these extra fees. Reach out to your lenders. They will, or your retail banks. They are making those exceptions for you guys. So that is definitely another factor. Another thing that I would recommend is, if you have certain credit cards, reach out to your credit cards. They usually put a payment hardship plan in place for those situations, and they have ways to defer those payments. Again, I highly recommend that to do that as soon as possible, because you will have a something that it is of concern. I know FEMA is a big factor here, but you want to reach out to these individual lenders, because they're going to give you relief in your payments for this month. So you're not just having what I call deduct, right? You don't want to have deduct, and you're going through certain personal storms with everything that's happening now, especially if you're living in these areas that were affected by these hurricanes. Um, and I know that FEMA is, I just wanted to show you guys the page. 1 second. I am looking for the window. Okay. So this is the FEMA page. So as you see, they have, your disaster application. If you have to apply for your application, apply for assistance is right here on the corner. And to start on the application, you just go to Let's Get Started. I'm not a robot. Submit. And then you put your location, and it takes you through the application process. Okay. Um, Again, FEMA is a very important place to start. There's obviously a lot of resources here. But also, if you have these accounts, I also want to talk about, let me see if I have it here. SBA.gov. Let me see if I'm able to pull it up for you guys. So if you're a business owner, again, I say these are also, obviously, these are the main ones that people are thinking about, but never doubt the ability of just calling these lenders directly. So right here, I think it goes back. So here, if you have a business, if you're a business owner, a nonprofit organization, I would definitely look into what SBA here has, and see if they offering you a SBA disaster loan. This is another option that you can do. And as you can see, if I go to, I know one of the affected areas is North Carolina, right? And I know I'm not sure of a county that was affected. I want to make sure I am business, continue. And it's going to ask you what type of loss you've experienced. So if it's physical damage, economic injury, not sure. If it's a physical damage, or if you're just not operating, would you like to view secretary? If you have an agricultural loss that covers the income of ranches, you can say no, and continue. And then it'll ask you when were you impacted, and then continue from there, and it will take you through the application process. Okay. And it will also connect you to certain lenders. Again, This is being offered, as you see, is cover repairs and other physical damages, mitigation assistance, right? Expand funding some improvements to eliminate future damage, right? So they're giving you some type of funds for future damage and economic injury, obviously. But here is the process. And they do have an in-person appointment if that helps. But right now, I just think that, just having the resource is important. So this is for businesses. They do have it that you can apply for personal if homeowners, as you can see right here. So maybe if investment properties of renters, but I know a lot of businesses may be affected by this, and this is also another resource. Again, don't hesitate to reach out to lenders first and foremost. I know FEMA, SBA, all the government programs that are out there. Definitely go on their websites, apply, Red Cross, reach out to them. But more importantly, reach out to your lenders, let them know, keep the funds that are coming in your pocket. See if you can defer these payments a little further out, just to help you out in the meantime. So thank you so much. I know this is, just informational. This is resources. I will tag some of the resources below, and I look forward in speaking to you guys in the future. Bye, guys.